So England lost. Yeah. It's a week since that happened. And I was going to say silent, potentially, on this issue. But from the scenes we all saw, I don't think we can stay silent. Football didn't come home, but racism did. So, let's get into it. I'm Ben Simpson, here at Simpson Vlogs. And let's talk about the match, the events before it and after. So sit back, grab a snack, grab a drink, keep your feet up, and yeah, come join this discussion. Check out links down below in the description. We've got TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Rizzle, and of course we've got a donation link if you can and willing and are able to donate. Of course we've got the link to my main channel down below as well. So, I need to not move my hands so much, I'm going to slap my mic and cause all heaps of problem all over the place. So, let's start with something new about me before we get into the depressing stuff. New mouse, you know, nice, it's shiny, it's bigger, better for the hand. Well, hand's a bit thing. This mouse, too small. The other mouse I had, even smaller, and was starting not to hold its charge anyway, so excuse for a new mouse. Lovely. It's, if I just reach over here, it's one of these. Like £20 on Amazon right now. Go buy it, go check it out. Good mouse, good gaming mouse, good normal mouse, good for the hand. Especially for those of you who've got bigger hands and those streamlined shaped mouses just don't work. It just don't work out very well. You end up getting that awful cramp and getting that claw hand crap, especially when you get older like my dad does. Anyway, moving swiftly on. England. It should have come home. I can't deny what I think we should have beaten the Italians because they were knackered and all I can say is Gareth Southgate got it wrong. He blew it. Okay, I'm not happy about it. He blew it because it should have come home. I'm not saying it should have been easy, but it should have been easy. Okay, it should have come home. Now, before you racists and haters on the England team and all that come out and say whatever you want to say, I'm going to say this. We should have won, but emphasis on we. We win and lose as a nation. Not just as a team, but as a nation. And we lost in more areas than one. The scenes before the match were ridiculous. Even if you forget the fact that there's still a pandemic going on. People trying to break into the stadium. I mean, apparently Harry Maguire's dad got his ribs mashed up, crushed or broken or bruised or whatever because of the people barging into the stadium beforehand. Like, you couldn't wait for what reason? Hooligans. Typical English people. You know, typical England fans. Hooligans. Why do you think the Europeans banned us from the Champions League in the 80s and 70s? Hooligans. Okay, hooligans. But even if you remove that, you know, take away that bit of thing at the end, I thought nothing of it. Come to the penalties now. Again, Southgate got it wrong. Don't know why he chose the penalty takers he chose. Apparently it's all on training, which is fair enough. But training is different to the big stage, okay? You can be in the zone in training, you know, everyone can be quiet. Or even if they're making noise to try and simulate the crowd noise, it's not the same. It's not even the same feeling. It's not the same pressure. You're not in that moment where you miss, you've lost the Euros, or you score, you've won the Euros. Okay? You don't have that letting the nation down feeling while you're training. You don't. You simply can't simulate that. Okay, you can't. In the back of your mind, you'll know it's not real. You can't simulate it no matter what you would do. I understand they were good they were the best in training, but I don't care. They were not the people I wanted. I can't blame Harry Maguire. I didn't expect him to score, but he put it top bins. He did his job. Rashford, Jesus Christ. You'd expect him to score. Okay? He should have scored. And if he'd scored, I've discussed it with loads of people, we would have won. We would have won. But that doesn't take away the fact of Sancho and Saka being next. I don't understand why Sterling and Grealish were not on that list. A lot of people will probably never, and Southgate will stand behind his decision, or at least stand behind it in the fact that he'll do the best he can to take the blame, which he should. If it was his decision, or even if it's not, he's the manager and he needs to take the blame because he knows how it was to get that stick. He missed in '96. He knows how it is to get that stick. But it does not excuse, and I knew it was coming. As soon as I saw the 3 black players miss, I was triply upset. Okay, upset that some of my favourite players, you know, Sancho and Rashford, like, they missed. I was upset for them personally missing because I like them as players and I like Rashford a lot as a person, even though I don't know him. So. I was upset, obviously. England lost, very upset, but I was very angry because I knew what was going to transpire overnight and over the course of the next day, week, months. Just going to be constant racism. Okay, and I knew it wasn't just going to be directed at them; it was going to be directed at all black people in England. But I never, for a second, expected to see the scenes we saw. I mean, you just ruined it. I mean, that 2030 World Cup bid, kiss that goodbye. It's not happening. That is not happening. It is not happening. Boris Johnson can put on the brave face he wants, all he wants. It is not happening. We are not getting no World Cup here in 2030. Not after what people do. Are you mad? Who would want a World Cup here? Ever? No. It's as bad as we're as bad as the Americans. I'm sorry to say this, we are as bad as the Americans. Scenes like that against black people, I genuinely thought would not be possible. Would not happen in this country. Maybe one or two cases, far-fetched random little cases of some drunken idiots or something like that. But it was basically systematic racism. Man got thrown in the Thames, a girl got stabbed to death, someone got thrown onto train tracks, people got beat up. I mean, my own little brother had to drive home more or less drunk because otherwise the alternative was getting stabbed. So, life or license. We shouldn't have to make these decisions. It's ridiculous. Nah. And I saw this thing on Instagram where it was like, they can remove copyright, they can remove nudes, they can remove this and that, but they cannot remove racism. And I was just like, it's so true. Weeks back when Xbox had their live event, and the black lady came on to talk about, I can't remember her name, so it's kind of bad me saying it, but yeah, she was a black lady, and she came on, and she was talking about whatever game she was talking about, I can't remember. I think it was some arcade game. Maybe it was a big one, I can't remember. But we were talking about what game, and instantly I'm looking at, I was in the Twitter one rather than in the Twitch one, because it was just at the time, I was just on Twitter, and I saw, oh yeah, Xbox One, I'll go into the live stream. Tell me why people instantly why people are saying the N-word. Tell me why. Why? I just don't understand. So I left that because I was like, yeah, no one's reporting that, no one's gonna do nothing about it. I left that. I went to Twitch and found more civilized there, but I probably just missed it. But probably there too. It's everywhere. It's ridiculous. And I agree wholeheartedly with the sentiment of a post on Instagram again that said this would more or less stop if, to make an account, you had to attach your ID. You can make multiple accounts, I don't mind about that. You can continue to make your multiple accounts, but you have to attach your passport to that account. No one else can see it besides Twitter. No one else needs to see it besides Twitter and the authorities if they have to hand it over. No one else needs to see it, it just needs to be on Twitter. Who you are, where you live. You can't lie about it, you have to put your passport number in. You are getting arrested for this. Or fined, or whatever they want to do, but some sort of punishment that is harsh. Don't just ban them on their thing because they're going to make another account. That's fine, let them make another account. I got no problem with saying they can't make another account because social media things will not be happy. Let them make another account, let them get fined again. Okay? Because if they want to keep spouting off the N-word or monkey chants or whatever in the chats and stuff, fine them. Fine them. Every time you do it, for every emoji or word, even if you say it in one post, you got 3 words, that's £300 or £3,000, whatever it has to be. Okay, because the rest of them is just stupid. They're not filling up the jails. No, hit them where it actually hurts. Their wallet. Because most of these people are broadcasters anyway. Some people from some horrible places, some terrible estates and stuff like that here in the UK. And by estates, it's basically a version of the hood or project or whatever you Americans want to call it. Yeah. £3 will hurt. That will hurt a lot. Okay, because it's ridiculous now. Like it's to the point where we are as black people are more afraid of losing the game on a personal level than on a national level. In the sense that we are no longer care whether England win or lose. We care more about what's the main cause of England or losing or winning. Is it going to be us? Because as soon as those 3 black players were the ones who had to take the penalty, I knew. Well, I believe they were going to miss anyway. I just knew we were going to lose on penalties. I just knew it. I knew all 3 of them were going to miss. But I knew that if and when they did miss, it's on us. And we can't go outside in some places. Are we going to Barnsley? Forget it. Are we going to, I don't know, some places in London? Forget it. Forget it. People had to leave. I know people who are young as me or younger. Bear in mind, I'm 21. And they already know in their heads what's going to happen. They didn't watch the last penalty. They didn't watch Saka take that penalty. Because they already knew that if they stayed, it's on sight from people. Like say we're Saka. Like say we are, like Saka represents every black person. No, he doesn't. Okay, neither does Sancho or Rashford. They don't. They are individuals. We are all individuals. They do not deserve to be persecuted or beat up or attacked or called names or whatever just because someone of the same, and not even the same skin colour, because none of us are the same, of the same race, similar race even, missed a flipping penalty in some flipping sports game. It's ridiculous. And the government needs to do something about it, because it's getting to the point where you're going to see retaliatory attacks. We've already seen it in America where they had the riots and the burning down cities. We've not done that here since the London riots, and that was just stupid. Anyway, that was just people jumping on the hype and being stupid. But dying out, there's a reason. There's a reason. Some people in power do not like black people because we are an angry group of people. And all it takes is one of us to start that spark, that spark. All it takes is one of us to start the spark, and suddenly you've got a wildfire. And people will go out there and start burning down stuff, and that will just create more problems, more hate. Hate breeds hate. Okay, and right now, the social media giants. I'm definitely looking at Facebook and Twitter because they're the worst for it, especially Twitter. Twitter is the worst for it out of the mainstream ones. Of course, there's other niche little redneck platforms or whatever, but seriously, Twitter and Facebook are giants. They should be getting the act together. They always, and Google, everyone, all of them, every one of them, they're always quick to talk about inclusion and, putting the token Asian guy in or the token black guy in to talk about whatever product they've got or whatever this or giving them the job or giving them the CEO. Doesn't make no damn difference. Doesn't make no difference. Nothing's changed. Nothing, since the social media giants became giants, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Nothing. It's pointless. We go on and on about, oh, it's terrible, oh, it's horrific, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, and yet we do nothing about it. I don't know about you, but if I was a person doing something and all they do is, I don't care, nothing's happening to me really, I'm getting told off, still have a job, still got money, still able to do what I normally do in my daily life, nothing changes. Ridiculous. It just shouldn't be allowed. It's just stupid. But yeah, that's my take on it. If you want to know the football take on it, basically, the Italians were not better than us. We should have won. Typical England to lose on penalties. Typical England to botch it. And also typical England to make more and more people not want to support them. Some of my family members do not support England for the fact of this, stuff like this, because it's true the sentiment that when we're winning, and I'm universally unifying us, we as in black people, when we are winning for you, when we're winning for England, it's cheers, beers everywhere, and hugs. When we lose, we don't lose as a team apparently, it's all on us, and it's knives, fists, and shouts. So take that as you may. Some of you are not going to be happy with what I have to say. Don't care. That is the truth. And you can say, no, that's just from your... No, it is the truth. That's just the way it is. And it's wrong. And if you are one of these people who think that's okay, you're not okay. That's the way I see it. So, unlike in the other ones, there's no peace. There's no love. There can't be. Not right now. Too angry. And yeah, I just want to get that out there. So, if you didn't like that, don't care. If you did like it, watch it again. Just bump it up and let more and more people see this because they need to hear it. Check out links down below. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok and Rizzle. Or don't care. Check out the link that takes you to the main channel if you want to see some gaming and more light-hearted stuff. And donate if you want to donate. Or don't care. If you want to use it to donate and try and put racist stuff in there or mean things in there, cool, I'll take your money even if it's 1p. I don't care. More money for me. Do what you want to do with that. Yeah, that's it from me.